Welcome back, folks. I'm me, Phil Turrell. You're watching part 2 of the Resident Evil 2 Let's Play with Claire. Claire A, to be specific. So, we just got done with our first dedicated save room, so we're going to go upstairs to the second floor of the police station, and we're going to solve one of the first puzzles in the game. Very simple puzzle. So, we need to get 2 of these red gemstones. This is the first of them. The second one's actually in that fireplace where I said Leon could have actually solved it his first go through in the room since he has a lighter, but Claire won't be that fortunate. So if you examine the main statue in the middle, it'll say something along the lines of when the 2 statues face me, my grip will release on the red jewel, something to that effect. So move these 2 statues to where they're facing the middle statue. Specifically place them on the different colored tile on the floor, and they will release the red jewel for us to use later in a different puzzle of sorts. I'd say puzzles of sorts, because all you're really doing is you're just inserting them into a bust of a statue. So a little bit finicky where they got to be placed, so just place them right there and boop, it drops, and then we can collect our red jewel. And that's it for this puzzle. We're done with this puzzle, so we can just collect it and move on. And then we're going to move into the hallway that will lead into the STAR's office. Maybe we can find Chris, or Jill, or Barry, or Brad. No, Brad's dead. And then, or Wesker. Oh, wait, Wesker's dead. Or is he? Doo-doo! Okay, anyways. So go into the STAR's office. It's open. So, mysteriously, it's not locked. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to examine this armory locker, whatever, and get a grenade launcher. Maybe Jill got the Magnum and her run through Resident Evil 3, and Claire's getting the leftovers. So if you examine all around the place, you might find some goodies, but then again, you may not. So what we're going to do is we're going to examine this book right here, which is actually going to be Chris's desk. And Chris's diary is going to say something along the lines of how the whole city is working for Umbrella. He's going to talk about the mansion incident where the explosion they set off actually destroyed most, if not all, the evidence. However, even though they brought some evidence back with them, it got blocked by Chief Irons and the people of the city because they all work for Umbrella and they're under Umbrella's heel. So that said, he said he's going to go to Umbrella in Europe to collect more evidence, which will lead Claire to go there in Resident Evil Code Veronica, which maybe I might let's play that. And then if you examine the room, you can find a little bit of interesting information about the STARS members and all that. And then if you examine this desk, which is Wesker's desk, 50 times, you'll get a special little film that's sort of like an Easter egg of sorts. And the film, we can develop it later. It's actually going to be of Rebecca in a sports a basketball outfit, because you know she was in the local basketball team. And then this right here is a picture of all the STARS members before Rebecca was a member. I imagine it was the day right before the mansion incident, or maybe close to the day before the mansion incident. And we get a little bit of facts here. I won't lie, that's the first time this happened. This startled me. If you examine the facts, it's actually for Chris. And then it says that, hey, per your request, Chris, we discovered the following, that Umbrella is developing something called the G-Virus. Chief Irons is a bad person. He's been accused of very, very bad things. And as such, extreme caution is recommended when dealing with Chief Irons. So we now know Chief Irons is not the man that everyone probably thinks him out to be, like this strong and just police chief that's supposed to bring justice and order to Raccoon City. No, he's quite the opposite. He brings disorder and chaos to Raccoon City. But it's interesting because I was watching a few videos about Resident Evil 1.5, which is the original version of Resident Evil 2. And if I remember that video right, or if I remember, I don't know if it was the video or the stuff I was reading on Chief Irons. Chief Irons was supposed to have a much different role in the original Resident Evil 2. And also don't walk near these windows now. So Chief Irons was supposed to have, I don't know if he was supposed to be a partner to Claire or a partner to Leon. I want to say he was a partner to Claire, because I think Leon's partner was supposed to be different female than Ada. I don't remember, but it's interesting that the how different Chief Irons could have been in a different version of Resident Evil 2, or I guess aka Resident Evil 1.5. So the liquor here, really what you want to take them out with is you want to take them out with acid rounds if all possible, but we don't have that, so we're going to use good old fashioned grenade rounds. It takes about 2. I was trying to examine the headless police officer's corpse, see if there was any bullets, but I remember, oh yeah, it just says something along the lines, oh, his head was ripped off. So we're going to go back into the other save room over here. And I don't know if it's a save room. I think it's just a box room. It just has the, yeah, it just has the box. We could actually store the Rigil. In hindsight, we can store the film, because the film room is actually in a save room, so we can actually access that film at any time we get into the dark room. So we're going to store that away. Keep that unicorn medal, because we're about to use that here in the main hall. And then we're going to pay a special visit to Brad, because we got to deal with Brad. We got to put Brad out of his misery. So he cannot be wandering the streets of Raccoon City trying to find his next man-witch. So we're going to go here to the main statue. If you examine it, it says something about a unicorn will reveal the path forward or something like that. So if you put the unicorn medal there, we'll get a spade key. It just says precinct key, but if you examine it, it will say spade. And it will open 2 doors in the police station. It will open the room next to the first liquor we found. And it will open up the hallway leading to the where the STARS office is. Now that bush there to the right in front of the staircase, has a green herb, but let's talk about Brad. So Brad's a bit stronger than a normal zombie, as you see here. He's about to take 2 grenade rounds to the grill. First one, he's just like, oh, okay, whatever. Second one, he gets exploded. And then he'll be Leon's problem later. So, Leon's problem later. Anyways, we'll get the special key. We'll go back up here, we'll go back in the police station, and we're done with here. But again, there's a herb right there in front of that first bush. If you want to grab that, that way you can heal up. Which I probably should heal up, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer. So, with the spade key, we can start unlocking doors and going deeper into the police station. So, go back to the route that we were just coming from, so you know we're just backtracking within backtracking. Let's see what do we need here. We could actually store the special key, because the special key is used in the save room with the dark room, so we want to use it there. But if you don't want to store it and you want to hold it, you can do that absolutely fine, nothing wrong with that. So continue on. We'll use the spade key here. Claire has to use the spade key here because there's a mandatory item here that she has to get to advance the plot, which will be the crank, and not the good crank like the drugs. I'm just joking. Drugs are bad, okay? So there'll be an ink ribbon here, and there'll also be a patrol report saying that there was some confiscated items. It was a thermal scope, some bullets, and a detonator, and some C4 where the infrared scope was destroyed. I believe it said. Ink ribbon right there. If you want to grab that, you can. I probably shouldn't have grabbed that because I want to save a few times in Claire's route, because I'm not super confident in Claire's route. I'd rather play Leon's route, but you know. Claire's okay. That's mainly the paranoia from me getting killed by a liquor in my first run. Basically, not my first run of recording it, but my test playthrough of it. Because Resident Evil 2, it's not a super long game because they expect you to play Leon A, or the A route and the B route. I keep saying Claire A and Leon B, but it's Route A and Route B. For example, Claire's route, I was able to beat it in like under 2.5 hours barely, which it got me the infinite rocket launcher, which is pretty cool and neat. Almost used it in Leon B because I got a little frustrated on one particular part, but it's alright. Didn't use it, so it didn't affect my ranking. But continue on this way, and then we will use the special key and we'll use the film. So we'll go back into the dark room in this save room, and we'll hear some more of that awesome save room music. And an interesting thing about the PC version, you can actually skip the load screens for the doors. So Claire will be given an outfit that I think is much superior than the one she's wearing, because the one she's wearing looks like a wetsuit with a pink jacket and shorts. I don't really like it, so we're going to change in this one. And then we'll also be given a Colt single action army. As Revolver Ocelot says, it's 6 bullets as anything is enough to kill anything that moves. Something along those lines. I probably didn't do his voice justice, but anyways, I'm not a voice actor, even though I pretend to be one sometimes. We can go ahead and use the film here to develop it. So you'll have to go into your menu, examine the film, use it, and we'll get a picture of Rebecca Chambers in her Raccoon City or Raccoon Police Department basketball uniform. I remember reading in the Resident Evil Wikia, but she actually was part of, I want to say, the university, Raccoon University's basketball team before she became a STARS member. So, kind of interesting they built that into one of the lore, but yeah, it's kind of weird how Wesker had that in his desk and he had it stashed away where he had to search his desk 50 times just to find it. Okay, so now, the one thing about the single action army, it of course has less ammunition than Claire's normal handgun. It only has 6 bullets, because 6 bullets is enough to kill anything that moves, and except for maybe a zombie. But it shoots faster, and I feel that's an awesome trade-off for the lower capacity. I still feel it might hurt a little bit more than the normal handgun, but then again, it may not, but it's more or less about the same. And this is going to be an annoying little child we're going to have to deal with in Claire's route. I don't want to! You run slow! Anyways, this zombie right here, we're going to take it out. Honestly, I don't really think we need to take it out because I won't be going back to this hallway very much, if anything at all. But 6 bullets was enough to take it out. So this will be the second use of the spade key, and we're done with it, so we can toss it, so we empty up a slot. We're going to run to Leon, because Leon decided to chase the little girl and scare her.
Leon!
That was a very dramatic Leon!
Claire, you made it!
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio.
Put minutes on it. Don't worry about it. I'm not like Brad.
That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Leon, you're such a good person. You put bullets. You put bullets in your radio. You put minutes on your radio. So that's awesome. And again, I know radios don't use minutes, but that's just an ongoing gag. I'm going to continue on for Resident Evil Remake.
I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Now, in this little desk, or whatever you want to say, little table, there is some flame rounds, so you just use the lockpick to open it up. So no harm, no foul. Easy flame rounds. And flame rounds are useful against monsters at the end of the game in the lab. They're also very useful against particular bosses, but those bosses, we won't get into them anytime soon. So go up here, you'll break through the floor, you'll be given a clue to the puzzle, the bookshelves here. So you want to examine this, and it gives you a big hint on what to do. So basically, it's an easy puzzle. So hit the switch, it'll move this bookcase out of the way so you can get out. And then the left 2 bookcases, move them right. When you move them right, it will unlock the panel in the room we just fell down in, and we can get one of the rule of 4 items, which in Resident Evil there's always, in the classic Resident Evil games 1, 2, and 3, there's always a rule of 4. In this case, it's a serpent stone, I want to say it's serpent stone, an eagle stone, and is that a tiger stone? I'm forgetting, but it's 3 stones and one of them is split in half. So even though it's 3 stones, one of them is split in half. That's how you get 4. So that's the rule of 4 for Claire. Leon will have a different rule of 4 with chess pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and take out these zombies because I'm actually going to have to frequent this hallway a little bit, and eventually I'm going to have to go back to the library to go to the 3rd floor door. Once I have the golden cogwheel, you could actually go there and use the crank to lower the door and use up the crank, but really it's not worth it because you'll have to go back up there with the golden cogwheel to solve the puzzle that's up there. So I'm going to go ahead and take out not take out, but I'm going to go ahead and find the golden cogwheel and deal with that when I get that golden cogwheel. That way I don't have to make a double trip. Take out this zombie. I wasted a bullet there. I'm ashamed of myself. That one's dead. We have one more here. So that was one bullet. And then 2, 3, 4. Is that enough? No, he's still alive. He's still unalive. Or re-alive. Or unalived. I don't know. He's still a zombie. This door will lead to the secretary's room of the police station. Basically, Chief Irons' secretary, who probably met with an untimely end. Not even from the zombies. So, pick up the lighter. That's very useful. We'll need that. Here's the secretary's diary A. Basically, the secretary was messing with the stone statues that we were messing with that unleashed that red stone, or released that red stone. And then there's a lot of art pieces in this police station, and this person is wondering why Chief Irons has all this art, and it's well above his pay grade for a police chief. And you know, when this secretary touches the art, he gets mad. He gets more than a little mad. And then we're actually going to find a second diary for this chief secretary, and it's kind of spooky that the last page will be left blank, shall we say. Now, you don't really need the red jewel right now. I don't know why I'm taking it. Actually, I do know why I'm taking it, because I'm going into the hallway that leads to the door to use that red jewel, but I can't use it because the hallway is on fire. And I'm going to waste ammo taking out these zombies, because when you put out the fire in this hall, these zombies are not going to be here anymore. So I'm about to waste 12 bullets about. So don't waste bullets like I am, because you're never going to be down here. Well, you are going to be down here, but these zombies will not be down here. In the B scenario, there'll actually be lickers here, so there'll be a lot more dangerous enemies. So don't worry about going into the fire, because you don't want to get burned, you don't want to take damage, so don't do that. It's dangerous, okay? Alright, in this hallway, we're not going to be in this hallway. Well, in this hallway, we're not going to be in here for very long. We can unlock this door right here, and we're going to go this way, and we're going to examine this body right here, if we can. There'll be some bullets, so awesome. So take these bullets, and then we'll continue back into this hallway, and we'll get more crows. Don't stop, Claire. Don't. We don't want to get never more than the head. So go in here. This will be the crashed helicopter, but from the outside. In the B scenario, you'll find out what exactly happened here, and it's pretty silly and stupid. But my wife made that scene 100 times more interesting for what she said. We'll find more about that in Leon B. These zombies, whatever you do, do not waste your ammo like I'm going to, because we're never going to be in this hallway of sorts after we get the important item that's down here. So go in here, and this will technically be a save room, but we're not going to save. You don't want to save here because there's not a box here. You can look around. There's no really important items here, except for the valve handle. And this valve handle we're going to use quite a bit. And then there's a bow gun too, but honestly I don't like the bow gun. I feel like it doesn't do a lot of damage. I feel like the handgun does more damage, but I could be wrong on that. But you don't get a super lot of bow gun ammo in this game. I mean, you might, but I just don't actively look for it. But if you try to go out this door, there'll be zombies, so we're going to avoid that. Ooh, you can see the intestines of that one. So we're going to run out because we can't go out that way. So we'll go back out this hallway, and we're going to avoid these zombies as best as we can. So just follow the route I'm taking, and you'll be able to avoid these zombies. Whoop. That one's a little bit tricky, and sometimes the female zombie there blocks the stairway, but luckily we got through without getting bitten or wasting more ammo than what I did before. So the valve handle, we're going to use it on this water tank because it says excessive pressure will cause the tank to rupture, and we want it to rupture to clear out the water, clear out the fire with the water. Now, Claire's just lucky that when she does this, it busts in the right area to have it cover the fire. So super lucky, and there was just enough water in the tank to do that. So if you examine the wreckage, you'll find some perfectly good handgun bullets. So let's go examine it. It's amazing I haven't healed myself yet. Go and collect the perfectly good handgun bullets that haven't exploded from the fire. And we'll go in this door. And then we'll try to avoid the crows as best as we can. Now I want to say we're going to go into the save room to readjust my inventory because it's completely full. And I kind of need to use some of my items. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just go downstairs to the officer station downstairs. Let's see here. What are you going to do, Phil? What are you going to do? You're going to go downstairs. Okay, so I guess we're going to do this. Actually, no, I remember what I'm going to do. I'm going into the office, and then I'm going to get the use the safe combination to get some awesome items. Get the bullets here, and then we'll continue on to the office. And then in the office, we are actually going to find that safe, and then that safe we are going to unlock with the combination 2236 that we found in a memorandum in the first office in the police station. I actually didn't take out that zombie, so we'll have to deal with him probably in a little bit. And we get some acid rounds, but unfortunately, I don't have room for the acid rounds, so we'll have to come back here later. So we'll take the map of the police station. So that's a little bit nice. Oh yeah, I guess I decided to finally heal myself and get these acid rounds because they're very good against lickers and bosses and BOWs and the such. Now there's some herbs behind the desk. Ooh, I almost made it out of there. They almost did not make it out. Now the zombie, I'm just gonna go ahead and let him take a bite out of Claire, and I'm just gonna kick his head, so don't have to worry about him no more. And to my knowledge, there's no more items in the office. I'm overthinking. There's some bullets or something over here by those doors, or those windows. But there's actually a lot of zombies here in this hallway. I'm just not even going to deal with it. I just remembered, oh yeah, there's zombies here. But the zombies that are in this office, they're very easy to dodge. As soon as you open this door, as long as you turn this way, you can avoid all the zombies, because Ray took out the one that was on the floor, and that taking a bite out of my ankle is well worth just, you know, slamming or field goaling its head over the desk. I can just imagine some football game goes, it's good! But anyways, if you need to get these herbs, you can get these herbs. I'm going to save them for later. 3 herbs is a full heal item, so I'm just going to save those. And then we're going to go back to this area right here. And we can go ahead and place one of the red stones into the bust of one of these statues in the room by Chief Irons' office. So Chief Irons' office is actually right here where the police... That didn't sound good. It's going to be right there where that door is, but we can't do anything about it because we need to blow the door open. Because all that wall right there and everything. I guess Claire's like, no, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Bye. But anyways, you need the C4 and detonator that was in the evidence room to blow it up, or the memorandum that hinted at the explosive and then the detonator. So we need to go and find that stuff. That's one of our long-term goals, or one of our goals in the police station, because we need to get to Chief Irons' office in order to escape the police station, interestingly enough. So let's go and get the red jewel, and then we'll take an ink ribbon, and I believe I'm going to try to save my game here. Well, I'm going to take the ink ribbon, and then I'm going to save actually when I come out, and then I'm going to resume my gameplay afterwards, because I felt like, you know, I'm kind of pushing my luck, and I'm not very confident with Claire's gameplay. Even though I do beat it in 2.5 hours, I'm not super duper confident in playing as Claire. Now there is some bullets to the left, well, the previous screen on the left, but we need the precinct key here, and then you can go and clear out one of your inventory slots by placing the red jewel here. We need a second one to actually get the puzzle, the Jaguar piece out of the, is it Jaguar or is it a Tiger? I think it's a Jaguar. Thinking about now, it's a Jaguar piece. I'm sure Future Phil corrected me earlier. But we're going back into the save room. We're going to go ahead and save, and we'll continue on the next part, folks. So, yeah, so we're going to save, and I'll catch you in the next part, folks. Later and bye, and hope you're enjoying this game. I know I am.